What are you doing to me, Dave Filoni? What are you doing? Hi, welcome back to Panda Reacts. I'm Sandra, and this is Ken.
Hi.
And Ham. And we are back with Ahsoka, Season 1, Episode 4. And what happened last time? Sabine decided she wanted to be a Padawan.
Yep, so they did some of that.
And she couldn't get that cup.
Yeah, she sucked.
As all little kids could.
Yeah. Nobody has sucked harder than she has sucked in the whole history of being a Jedi.
Was it Huang kept telling her that?
Yep.
You suck. You're the worst Jedi ever. Jesus.
Yeah, a couple more episodes and she'll have some magical, skill appearance of some kind.
I don't know. We found out about, was it Padoria, something like that. The mystical galaxy that people didn't think existed.
Yeah.
But surprise, surprise, it does.
Where
and the whales live there. Or they come from there. Who knows?
Yeah. Or they swim around it like they showed in the map.
Yeah. There was definitely whales drawn on the map. So everyone ended up at the whale zone. No, they weren't at the Praetor. They weren't there. They weren't at that one. They were at Ceto.
Yeah.
Sachito.
The Cheeto planet.
Cheeto. And that's when they managed to survive getting past that giant ring thing.
Yep.
Or it looks the same as the ring from The Expanse.
Like,
a Stargate.
It's Halo.
Yeah, it's a gigantic ring. So they got past that, and remember, it's not complete yet. So that means it can be destroyed.
Because there must be some, unsolvable flaw in the design from the very beginning. So
that's right.
Yeah.
They Ahsoka and Huang, that's his name, right? And Sabine are on the Ceto planet.
The Cheeto planet.
Hiding in the purple trees.
Mm-hmm.
And Baylan is about to go out and hunt for them on the ground because nobody could find them in the sky.
That didn't make a lot of sense, but hey,
Well, you know what? There's a lot of trees.
Tactics in Star Wars don't make a lot of sense.
There's a lot of trees. There's a lot of purple trees, okay?
They landed in a clearing.
No, they didn't. They landed in the middle of the trees. I don't know. Whatever. They couldn't find them. So that's the way it's going to be. Well, Baylan is having some second thoughts about, offing Ahsoka. He doesn't really want to do that. So,
probably not going to stop him.
When are we going to see some Anakin flashbacks? When are we going to see some Luke? Luke! I need Luke. Luke and Grogu, let's go. Let's gather the little Jedi.
No.
And Hera went to get some help.
Yep. And didn't get any.
Yeah, she didn't get any. That's right.
They just told her to pound sand.
Oh, you know what? In real life, she's the wife of Ewan McGregor.
Yes.
So isn't that funny?
I'm aware of that.
They're both in Star Wars. Yeah. Isn't that cool? So yeah, I thought that was interesting. I saw that recently pop up somewhere. I was like, oh man, no way. Ewan McGregor is related to a lot of people who've been in Star Wars. But we will see what happens with Hera.
Somebody's father?
Obi-Wan? Is he somebody? Obi-Wan's not a father. Obi-Wan had no kids. What are you talking about?
Well, I am your father.
Oh, so. Yeah, no. No, Obi-Wan didn't have any mystery children.
Yep.
Yeah, no. But, I'm interested to see what happens. But, let's see what people thought. Okay, so, we've got Gabe, a.k.a. Darth Ranger 8921. If you find the time to get caught up with Rebels, Ahsoka is actually Rebels Season 5, according to creator Dave Filoni. So taking time to look up Screen Crush and New Rockstar's videos explaining Rebels can give you a better idea of what is happening and who all the characters are. Chopper is very well known and loved because of his murderous spree and Spunky. And now know-it-all attitude. Hera's probably one of the best starfighter pilots in the galaxy, as well as being kind of a mom to all the rest of the Rebel crew. Jacen is Hera and Kanan's son, conceived before Kanan sacrificed himself, protecting the Rebels crew from Grand Admiral Thrawn's attack. No, he's Han's son. Sorry, he looks just like Han. Canon Jarrus is a human Jedi, and it was he who helped train Ezra become a powerful Force user, as well as train Sabine on wielding the Darksaber. Sabine is a technical genius and artistically inclined Mandalorian who blames herself for Mandalore's defeat by the Empire, as well as losing her best friend Ezra. Ezra sacrificed himself by communicating with the space whales to take himself and Thrawn to the unknown, using the Purrgil's ability of jumping through hyperspace to distant galaxies. Well, okay.
Cool. Thanks for the update.
All right. I feel like I'm caught up now. Although I still don't believe Jacen. I still don't believe you can be like completely human looking and come out of a Twi'lek mom.
So racist.
So like he got no genetics on the other side. I don't know. That's weird. Just me 4998. I wondered for a brief second if they were going to fly down a space whale's throat and find Ezra in there like Pinocchio. I think the name Jacen is just a shout out. I wouldn't read too much into it. They're bound to throw in a bunch of Timothy Zahn Easter eggs. My guess is the hyperspace ring's purpose is to move a really big fleet to the new unknown galaxy to hook up with Thrawn. Yeah, I agree with that. I wish that Jacen was Han's son, because that would just totally make it better than the whole Ben Solo thing, because that was stupid. He never had a son named Ben. That was dumb. Eric Franklin 6290. Ahsoka was a 3rd century BCE ruler in India with a strong interest in Buddhism. Ahsoka is the Jedi we're following. Or is she?
Okay.
All right. So a little bit of weird in there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Or is she?
Yep.
Creepy. That's
I think
nice.
It's just a cool name somebody picked.
Yeah, I've seen it somewhere else too.
Dave
Filoni. Yeah, Dave Filoni. Dave Filoni is the king. The king! Anyway, well, let's find out what happens in episode 4.
Okay.
The enemy has the map.
Which you unlocked.
Means to get where they want to go.
Yeah, they do.
Fear we face a difficult choice. Which is?
Yeah, what's the choice? Destroy the ring.
The journey to find Ezra. Then no one should.
Oh.
Let's find that ground base.
Gotta destroy the ring.
Can I count on you?
To screw up again? Yeah, probably.
No, she doesn't know that. That's why she's asking. She thinks that your love for Ezra will outshine the fact that she wants to destroy the ring. Uh-oh. Who's that?
More droids.
The gods would not delay them long.
You will.
I don't know. Talking about Ahsoka here.
I'll be honest, like, hey, if you know where it is, just nuke the site from orbit. It's the only way to be sure.
Jesus!
Is
No.
there no to fear in your voice?
Looking for this? Ah! What the? Oh, hey, go, dude. Knock his head right off. Yeah. Ugh.
That daft droid made it worse. He wouldn't.
Something bad's going down.
Well, that will set you back a bit.
Prioritize the transmitter above everything else. We better get moving. I'm not just gonna sit around and do nothing, Lieutenant.
But you can't leave without authorization.
Watch me.
Bye.
There's a meeting of the general staff. What do I tell them?
You'll think of something.
I'm leaving.
Thanks for joining the party, Carson.
Wouldn't miss it, General.
Yes!
Not by doing this.
I know how it is. Once a rebel, always a rebel.
On your signal, Phoenix leader.
Paul Sunley!
Faith. I lost that a long time ago.
What's your backstory, Baylan?
Mercenary, Jedi.
See, that's the Eye of Sauron right there. It's even in something shaped like that. Oh, I think they sent them both out. There we go.
Yep. The last Inquisitor guy and
What's up? Ahsoka's just like, yeah, I'll just wait till you make a move. I'm only using one lightsaber right now. I got two.
there is something you should know. I am not left-handed.
Ugh. She does have an orange lightsaber. I didn't notice that before. It's not all red. It's like not all bad. Like the other dude is red. Oh, you have a green one? It's like Luke's color.
It's like the good guy lightsaber.
Planning on flying away?
Doing real General Grievous here.
Yeah, we're doing some General Grievous. Oh! He was getting too fancy. Oh my! Was he just darkness?
You just like ring wraithed him.
Go!
That guy was just like puff of smoke. I regret nothing. Bring it. Bring it.
Protect the map until I send for you.
Oh. Famous last words, because the map is going to be taken back in a second.
One must destroy in order to create.
Not sure I agree with that sentimentality. He's bigger, so he can't move around as well. Oh, well, that was fancy. You probably shouldn't have left, because she can get it before you're done.
Just gotta finish like setting up the Stargate.
Whoa, okay. You want to get Vader-y on me and throw crap? I can do that. Oh yeah, I forgot about these two. I was so invested in Baylan. Oh, she took... There's her Mandalorian helmet.
Yeah, I got knocked off when she got thrown into the tree.
All right. Well, last time, this chick bored a hole right through her. I mean, she's wearing Beskar now, so it might be a little bit better, but...
You have no power.
Oh, really? I got Mandalorian guns right here. Kapow!
Your legacy and your masters is one of death and destruction.
No. No, don't say stuff like that. Boom! Oh, that was hot. Ow. That hurt. She got burned. What was that? Magic trick crap? Did she actually leave? Ow.
Was unwise.
Well, my hand hurts. No, my hand really hurts right now. God damn it. Oh no, not her.
Get them back.
Well, she thinks something bad happened to Sabine. But nothing did. Don't fall into the water, Ahsoka! I thought you were dead. Oh, no! You need to destroy the map right now. Destroy it, Sabine!
I know you feel that Ezra Bridger is the only family you have left.
Don't you voodoo me.
What are you talking about?
Die. To serve a greater good.
Sabine, wake up. He's toy playing you.
Come with me.
Join me.
Sabine,
And we will rule the galaxy as father and son.
you will.
Come on. What's going on here? No! What are you doing? Are you serious right now? Sabine. Yep, she's choking you.
Shin, release her.
No, Sabine. First you unlocked it, now you gave it back.
Seems like a bad decision.
Yep.
Just saying.
Send the shuttle to retrieve the good Lord Baylan.
My disappointment is large.
I don't think they're sticking around for a fight.
No, they're gonna go in that hyperspace ring.
It's the hyperdrive. They're gonna jump.
Right into you. Whoa! Oh. Oh, guess who's left? Paul-San-Lee!
Mom? I've got a bad feeling.
That's because you're Han Solo's kid. Yeah, maybe she is floating.
Maybe she's inside a space whale's belly.
I don't know. Where is she? What? What's this? That's Anakin. He called her Snips.
Faster?
Didn't expect to see you so soon.
It's not a mysterious voice, it's Anakin! Yeah. Hi, Hayden Christensen! What are you doing in the dead zone?
We won't find out now.
What the heck? What are you doing to me, Dave Filoni? What are you doing? Alright, that was episode 4. Yes. Yeah. Wow, what a bunch of weird twists in that one.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's basically a battle to get the map.
Yep.
Baylan against Ahsoka and what's her name? Shin?
Mm-hmm.
Against Sabine.
Yep.
And Sabine does pretty well against Shin, and Shin does a magic trick and puffs some smoke up, and then she's gone.
Yeah, and then and Ahsoka let the magic smoke out of the last Inquisitor there. So
Yeah, that's right. Ahsoka killed off the mysterious night dude, Merrick, or whatever his name was. And so he was gone, and kind of smoke appeared out of him. So I'm not sure. Maybe that outfit he was in was containing some alien smoky beast thing.
He's a ring wraith.
Who knows? But back in Mount Doom, there was the map was getting calculated, and Morgan just felt that things would go to plan, so she was going to go back to the ship.
Back to the ship and hang out.
And Ahsoka did get past Baylan finally. Baylan did a lot of mind tricks on her, like, oh, you're just like Anakin, and oh, you left Anakin, and that's why you probably went dark. And she's like, I'm not talking about my past. She burned herself pretty bad on the map.
Grabbing the map.
And then Baylan tossed her over a cliff.
Yeah.
And Sabine, because she thought Sabine was dead. So Shin shows up and Ahsoka's like, Sabine's gone. That's what she figures out, or she thinks, until Sabine shows up. And that's right when Ahsoka kind of goes over. Yeah. Well, actually, Sabine gets a hold of the map.
Yep.
And Ahsoka's like, destroy it. And Sabine's like, and Ahsoka goes over the cliff.
Just takes a little tumble off the cliff.
And then Baylan's like, Sabine, you don't want to destroy the map.
You want to come with me so you can see Ezra.
You want to see Ezra. I can feel it. You're torn. Sabine like freaking gives it to him.
Yep.
God, that's two stupid things she's done in this show. Sabine has not made good choices.
Nope. She sucks at being a Jedi.
Stupid choices.
Like, she took the map out of the
Shin told her she had no power.
Yep.
Because she was trying to do something.
Yeah, just didn't work.
Shin was like, you have no
with,
power.
Like, Mandalorian darts.
Yeah, she did. Then she was like, poo, and then shot her. So, yeah, that was really disappointing. I kept thinking she was going to, at the last minute, destroy the map. But the show is only half over. There's only 4 episodes that are done. So we can't destroy the map yet.
Yeah, except they did.
Crap has to happen.
They melted the map.
Well,
Baylan melted the map at the end, so you can't go there.
Yeah, so no one else could find it. And then Morgan O'Hara showed up with our favorite New Republic X-Wing fighter, Paul Sun-Lee. Yeah. Carson, as he is called.
Yep.
We love him. He's been in The Mandalorian multiple seasons. Starting in season 2, he appeared on the Ice Planet. He showed up in season 3 multiple times. And then struck a deal with Mando at the end that Mando would be kind of like a side bounty hunter for the New Republic.
And then he locked S-foils in attack position and tried to cut across the axis to draw their fire, but it didn't work.
No, thank you for that. Because Morgan was like, we're boosting this thing up. And then she hyper drove them out of there. And they all got electrocuted and rammed into each other until only 2 of them were left, Hera and Carson.
Yeah.
And let's talk about Jason. Okay, come on. I'm sorry.
Come on, man.
Jason then says Han Solo's most famous line. I've got a bad feeling about this. Dave Filoni, you're using the kid's name and then Han Solo lines. You're really trying, I don't think this is, I think this is Han and Leia's kid. I'm sorry, I don't buy that he's someone else's kid. I'm just saying there's more to it than meets the eye, I think. Anyway, back with Ahsoka, she's like in between. She's on some kind of cosmic path. And as we know, at the end of Return of the Jedi, Darth Vader went back to good, and his little ghosty showed up as, well, in the redone version, as Anakin, whereas he was the old Anakin. With all his
parts on him and stuff like
that.
The
hot Hayden Christensen.
Yeah.
So, Anakin, somebody's hey snips. Well, if you watch Clone Wars, that's the name that Anakin calls Ahsoka. So, the mysterious voice was, of course, Anakin. I knew he was going to show up. I thought it was going to be in flashbacks. I wasn't sure. Because Hayden Christensen is being revived. He showed up in Obi-Wan Kenobi. he's been hitting the Star Wars trek, and people have been just going mental for him, giving him all the love he should have got the first time around when people were being mean. Okay, same with Ahmed Best, who came back as the Jedi who took Grogu out of the temple. So, like, redeeming our prequel people that need to be redeemed because they took so much flippin' heat from the prequels. So Anakin was back, kind of in ghostish form. It wasn't full-on Anakin. There was a gleam to Anakin that he was not truly there.
Force ghost thing.
So, being that we know he's a Force ghost, is Ahsoka dead? And in the in-between, where she has to make a choice, like Harry Potter in the King's Station, when Dumbledore said he had a choice.
Come back like Gandalf with more power, and
Gandalf the Gray. It's now Gandalf the White.
That's right.
Yeah. Wait, what will happen? Obviously, she's not going to die.
Clearly not. They named the show after her.
She has 4 more episodes to do. And I really believe Ahsoka is going to lead into Mandalorian Season 4. I believe that Thrawn will return in this season. And he will not be gone.
Yeah, of course.
And then Ahsoka will have to gather the Jedis and Mandalorian and Boba Fett and all those guys to go after Thrawn. This is my wish, anyway. They have weaved these shows together.
Yep.
I mean, with Carson showing up in Ahsoka, that's pretty damn cool. I can't remember if he showed up in Boba Fett. I don't think he did.
I don't think so. No.
But he has been a constant reoccurring character that has been good since Cara Dune left to have a New Republic person. And for it to be a Canadian legend like Paul is just the best. So I know Simu's having his great Barbie time and Shang-Chi and all that. But another Kim's Convenience star.
Legend.
So I'm just glad he's in there. I know he was really excited to get the part, and then to be continually brought back is just a sign that he's fun to work with, and Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau like him, because you get on their good side, and you're golden. They'll make a whole show for you. Yeah, maybe they'll have Rangers of the New Republic, and they'll actually have him, and that was what I think they were going to do with Cara Dune, but they didn't do it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, because of the whole thing, but the fact is, he's a pretty cool dude. I like him a lot.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of skirting on the edge of, not really following the rules. But Hera didn't follow the rules. She took off, and he joined her.
He didn't follow the rules before.
He doesn't listen to them either, because they didn't give him any backup for Mando last time.
He let Mando go.
Like twice.
He doesn't follow the rules all the time.
3 times, I think. Yeah. Well, yeah, when he went to Tim Meadows, and Tim Meadows was like, I'm not giving you anybody. And he was like, I don't care. I'm going to go tell Mando. And then tracks him down because R4 was kind of a spy with a tracking device.
There's always a tracking device conveniently somewhere.
I was like, R4!
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Who is another New Hope castaway?
They should have got Chopper to chuck another, tracking device on this big ring thing, and that would tell them where they're going.
They didn't even make it to the ring thing.
I know, but they were right there.
So I'm not sure what's going on with Ahsoka, but it's really cool to have Anakin. Perhaps she will have a good conversation with the ghost. However, they ended it with Vader music.
Mm-hmm.
Anakin changed. Or is this really Anakin? Is this somebody messing with Ahsoka?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why there's Vader music, because Anakin redeemed himself in Return of the Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
And supposedly might have been the true one that brought balance to the Force. Although I believe it was Luke. Only because if he hadn't gone to find his father, Vader would never have changed back. So, yeah, except that no one ever dies. We threw the Emperor in the pit and he came back. That was the stupidest thing ever. The Emperor was supposed to be dead.
Yeah, you had a convenient Emperor stand-in and Snoke there, and he just had to laser sword him.
We're just like, let's get rid of Snoke. It's a dumb idea. And all the clones, no, we don't need those. We'll just resurrect the Emperor. Everybody's like, what do you mean? He's been he was like poofed into like all his little
electrons,
lightning. Yeah, exactly. Like, is it like Voldemort, where he was able to come back using a spell, and then they could only destroy him by killing all the Horcruxes?
Yeah, we just haven't figured out where all the Horcruxes
Where are the Emperor's Horcruxes? Was he finally killed at the end? I think he was. Anyway, let's not go down that road. I would really like to see, I mean, they've given new life to Luke Skywalker. They've allowed Mark Hamill to come back and create the Return of the Jedi Luke that we all wondered, hey, yeah, because Mark was like, well, you know, he learned how, he changed and learned how to use the Force, and as soon as he becomes a master, it's the end of the story. He had more things to do, man.
You don't need that guy anymore.
Yeah, it's like, what? But yeah, he was always supposed to have another trilogy dealing with Luke after Return of the Jedi, but that just didn't happen.
Yeah.
So Dave Filoni made that possible. Dave Filoni is the Star Wars god. If he hadn't come along, George Lucas basically thinks he's his son. He's given all the reign to Dave, which is great, because Dave is a true Star Wars nerd. The guy knows everything that there possibly is to know about Star Wars.
That's why ripping off all these lines from A New Hope is not accidental.
Well, no, but that's not even half of it. He knows he's created a whole other universe with Clone Wars and Rebels, and he had also, like, what was it, the Bad Batch with the clones. There was that series. He's created pretty much all the middle stories that needed to exist. We just have to rewind that trilogy at the end and make Luke the way he was supposed to be.
Yeah, nuke the site from orbit. It's the only way
but
to be
I'm
sure.
Sorry, that Jason thing, you're playing with me, Dave. Like, seriously? Because I think we all were like, they didn't have Ben. Like, when we went to the trilogies, I was peeved because they didn't have a son named Ben. Those of us who read the books know that. And Dave read the books, for sure. So he's just messing with me then. And then he has him say a Han line. Come on.
Come on, man.
Jesus. Yeah, so anyway, I'm still not giving up that theory. I don't buy that they were those other people are that kid's parents. I just don't. Although he's a little older than he would be at this time. This is 5 or so years after Return of the Jedi, so none of Han and Leia's kids could be that old.
Yeah, but you gotta have them able to do more than go goo goo gaga, so...
Well, they would, even if they had kids, like, right after everything happened.
Yeah.
7, 8 at the most. If we're adding years onto the Mandalorian, that's it. It couldn't. He's like 10 or 11. This kid.
Yeah, easy.
So yeah, I guess that kind of screws with my theory. But yeah, my overall theory is that Thrawn will come back at the end, and there'll be this new chapter, Mandalorian, where everybody will come back, and it'll be awesome because we finished Bo-Katan's story. Bo-Katan, Mandalore, everything's cool. Maybe Sabine will go back to Mandalore. But I don't know if Ezra's alive. I really don't know. If he is, will he join in the fight to kill Thrawn? Or has he been hanging out with Thrawn this whole time and they're like best buds?
Yeah, who knows?
Mm-hmm.
I guess my theory about the last Inquisitor being like,
What, the smoke
being
dude?
Ezra didn't really work out, did it?
Well, they called him Merrick. And I thought...
People take on...
I
when
know,
you're wearing a mask, you're going to take on a different name.
Clearly wasn't Ezra.
Clearly not.
He spent all his time swimming... Like, seriously, he was like, check out my sword. And then Ahsoka was like, kapow! And he was... It's like, what was that? I thought he might have been Darth Maul, and he wasn't that either, so...
Yeah, I mean,
These
they
are
seem
my
to take an
theories.
awful lot of time in this one. Pacing was a little off in it in terms of the action scenes and things like that. There was lots of people standing around getting ready to fight. And it took ages.
Yeah, but they're like, they're like martial arts people. They aren't like soldiers. Anyway. All right, thanks for watching. Leave a comment, thumbs up, subscribe, and we'll see you next week for episode 5.